his homie was even going there. Like, I want y'all to understand, they waited in that black car, and dude hopped out the passenger seat. Once he hopped out, he walked around the car. Once he walked around the car, he ran right up to their car and instantly started dumping inside the passenger window. I want y'all to really look at this, man, and really pay attention to the fact that they couldn't even drive off quick enough for the simple fact that they caught them off guard. That's why I always tell y'all, watch yourself, watch your surroundings, man. You have to make sure all your I's is dotted and your T's is crossed. It's so many people out here looking at the fact that, oh, here's Sweet Lick, all because he got a bag. No, man, y'all got to really understand, man. They wanted a homie to check in. You can't just go to no other city without checking in. A lot of people sit back and don't really take heed to that, but we need to understand what's really going on, man. We have to open our eyes to the fact that they know what they doing. Just like Lil Durk mentioned in his song that he told Young Thug, everybody who he blew at. When I say blue, he blicky down. I want y'all to really look at this, man. Even being in contact with Gunna, it goes to show who playing what part and who with what side. A lot of people took sides already, and they said Young Slime Life Shawty, he is signed to Lil Durk OTF, so therefore he don't want to be booked because he only affiliated with YSL. It's 11-page Rico indictment between a whole everybody who real life was out there flexing them chains, flexing them cars. Y'all gotta really look at this. It's too many people out there who know for a fact. Y'all gotta watch what y'all do, man. Y'all on them phones talking and doing all that, telling y'all business to these people, man. Y'all realize setting y'allself up for failure, and a lot of people know for a fact that he knew for a fact that once Buddy hopped out and caught him in the driveway and he couldn't pull out, dude walked right up to the window. It was over with for the simple fact that everybody was in the garage. Once you know for a fact that if you in the street, your number one enemy is the females, man. The females who still out there setting people up. You feel me? Setting the dudes up with the money who got the bag. They chasing the bag. And I want y'all to know that regardless of how street you is, a lot of street dudes fold under pressure. He already exposed the fact that they was running from everybody that was in YFN and Lucci camp. Like, real talk, y'all. After that happened with Big Nut, you gotta understand, man, they real life started investigating Young Thug as as his own person instead of investigating the whole YSL. No, they hit YSL with the Rico, but you gotta understand one thing. Gunna already gave them the information they need to know. YSL been looked at for a long time, but they started looking at Thug because of what happened with Nut. They already knew his name was ringing through the hood in Atlanta. We already know one thing. When you get out of jail for snitching, you gonna end up getting dropped from the label. Like, real talk. We know for a fact that they gonna realize, sit there and say, Gunna, you can't even come back to the YSL studio for the simple fact that you slammed out the game. That's why Saucy Sancho said that J. Prince Jr. was the one who realized he know everything that's going on in Houston, and he could have realized stopped the whole Rico from going on. He could have stopped it. It was an 11-page Rico indictment, man, with all type of stuff. People getting caught with blickies, people getting caught with, man, all type of stuff that they don't even supposed to have on them. Like, we already know this, man. In every hood, we know for a fact that if you get out early, you snitched. If you realize get less of time than the persons you on a case with, if they your co-defendants, you snitched. A lot of people not cut from that cloth. You shouldn't put people in position who you know for a fact gonna fold under pressure. We know this, and we know a lot of dudes, they from the street like the hoods of Atlanta, they treacherous, man. They be out there, man, body after body after body. Like, at the end of the day, we know this, man, but we know for a fact that you can do all that while you out, but as soon as you get booked, you want to go back out to that. You feel me? And it don't happen like that. Y'all got to look at the fact that once Gunna got out, it opened up a can of worms because everybody looked at it like, hold on, we basically still locked up and you out. Why is you out and we still locked up? But if we all go back to the beginning, they tried to basically get Gunna out in the first place. You feel me? They was saying release Gunna and let everybody else stay in there. But we know for a fact that if they release Gunna, we know for a fact he ain't tell if it would have been at the beginning because they pushed for them to release him. You feel me? So I know a lot of people sit back and pay attention to what's going on, and y'all gotta really be cautious about the people you keep around you. Cousin, he wasn't going for none of that because he knew that somebody mentioned his name. You can't mention the head of the whole clique name, man. Like real talk, Gunna is the reason why Young Thug is finna get all this time, and Gunna is the reason why TSF finna get all this time. And he said what really happened. He said how they tried to real live make it seem like Gunna was the one, but real live they already been watching TSF. Like you gotta understand this, man. Really pay attention to it, cause a lot of people sit back and really don't know like what's really going on. But if you really put your finger on it, you will really pay attention to everything that's going on, because the people who was arrested, them the main people who basically Sauce Walker didn't want. He did like you know the situations that Sauce Walker got into in the past. So it's people that could tell on him now. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, y'all read the thumbnail. Hey, y'all saw the thumbnail, y'all read the title. Hey, y'all gotta pay attention to everything that's going on, because I got some breaking news for y'all today, man. Sauce Walker and the whole Sauce Factory, TSF, man. You gotta understand, man, they've been hit with multiple Rico charges due to everything that's been going on out in Houston. And I want y'all to know that they brought up Duke the Jeweler name, and they brought up J. Prince Jr. as a person of interest. Like, I want y'all to pay attention to what's really going on. Sauce Walker could have realized he could have covered his tracks, man, better than how they did, man. They realized put themselves in a messed up situation, and it all goes back to everybody who they real life trusted. I want y'all to look at the fact that Sauce Walker, boy, one of his homies, boy, just got knocked off, boy. They just sent Buddy up. Y'all gotta look at this, man, because everybody in Houston paying attention to the fact that everybody who told on them, it was 13 people. Y'all gotta understand, they mentioned Sauce Walker as the person who basically was the ringleader of everything that went on. So I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man. People sit back and look at this from a whole different perspective, but you have to really be mindful of what's going on. Sauce Walker, he really think that Gunna was the one who real life gave the tip on everything that was going on. Could nobody have known what literally happened until Gunna literally got released? The everything that went on, it dates back to when Gunna was going through his plea deal. Y'all need to open y'all eyes and realize what's really going on, because if everybody get booked, who else gonna be out here to realize sit there and realize put the music out that people need to hear? Sauce Walker made a comment on the Duke the Jeweler situation, and I think this kind of brought him into, like, basically the light. Like, again, a lot of people sit there. If y'all don't know what happened with Duke the Jeweler was a Chicago jeweler. He was around 26 years old, man. He realized had his own business going on, and he realized had his stuff going for him, and he was traveling back and forth basically selling rappers jewelry, giving rappers pieces, and a lot of people thought that he was sweet because he was coming with basically no real security, just like everybody else who's coming to Houston. Sad to say, he did one thing that everybody else did, like Takeoff. RP Duke the Jeweler, RP Takeoff. Takeoff came out there, checked in. You feel me? They said he didn't check in. Duke the Jeweler came out there, checked in. He never checked out. Like, real talk, man. Somebody ran up on Duke. I want y'all to pay attention to what's going on. And Charleston White made a good explanation on how people take things for granted, and how some people really need to sit back and analyze what's really going on, so that they can have a real understanding of basically you can't be trusting these rappers out here, because a lot of them realize wanted to be in their spot. And I'm gonna let you know from firsthand, from the horse's mouth, this peso, he finna tell everything that's going on.
Ain't what you think it is. On another note, that pink
and he's saying basically that he not down with the Rico. He realized saying that his name ain't mentioned in the Rico. He said that they told on everybody but him. He said he with the family now. He say he finna realize just invest in real estate and stop rapping as a whole. I want y'all to understand, man, Peso was one of the ones who sat back there and kept the whole TSF together when everybody tried to lead TSF. And people know this.
Y'all rappers, man, sit your ass down somewhere, man. It ain't looking good out here. If you rap and you in the streets, get out the streets, man. If you rap, stay out the streets, man. Straight up, like, the feds is coming. The feds are coming, man. Get up out of there, man.
A dozen men behind bars facing federal charges as part of a joint operation to crack down on violent.
And this is something that we all know for a fact that they thought they was gonna get away easily, but it didn't happen like that.
Possession of a firearm.
Guns and drugs, they fuel violence.
Like they feel that these people is the main ones who really got them to even crack down on them because it was too many people who was moving around loose. And you know for a fact that TSF, they realize they loud when they go in public. Everybody know that's them because they make it be known. And when you make things be known like this, eyes start watching and people start being on your bumper. You really got to look at this, man, from a whole different perspective because some people don't really know that when you really take everything that you done did and you really look back on it, you be like, dang, I wonder would this catch up with me. Like, you got to look at everybody who played a role in that because it was multiple people who was even entwined with the TSF Rico. Like, Gunna, he did what he did. He got out early. He realized got to go back and basically snitch again on Young Thug in front of the courtroom. Young Thug still booked. So we all know this. And one thing you got to understand, it was previous beef between Sauce Walker and the whole Young Thug, YSL. He realized he went off on them so bad to the point where he brought up the fact that they was running from YFL and Lucci now. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because we can all really sit back and look at this, man, be like, 13 people was charged? 13? Like, people sit back and look at this and people be like, hold on, that's too many people. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's too many people. We know for a fact that this could easily be avoided if you realize you got to stay out the streets at some point in time. We just talked to his family. They already...
Quavo. Yeah, he said, let me get out of here before I hurt somebody. Why would you say that? Who does that? And you dealing with all these people in here.
Oh, you know? Man, Quavo kind of made a bad mistake right there. Quavo shouldn't have never opened his mouth and said nothing that had nothing to do with...
He shut his mouth, and he caused his nephew to get murdered, get killed like that.
So you feel it came from Quavo?
That was a trigger reaction. Hey, you gonna hurt us? This is what we gonna do, you know?
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I've been listening to it over and over, and I'm like, you know what? This shit is crazy. That man did not deserve that at all.
What do you feel J. Prince Jr. did?
Man, that nigga's stupid, too. All of them is stupid. They shouldn't have, nobody should have been arguing. Nobody should have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
And the dude with the long dreads, he was the main one arguing with Quavo. He was with Mob Ties.
Right. This shit is crazy. Man. Quavo should have shut his mouth and didn't say nothing. That was just a reaction when he said that. That was it. It was over.
I feel that they tricked him out of his position.
Right. Yeah. That whole thing was a setup.
Yeah, because Quavo could have handled that a whole different way. He should have never said out loud, man, let me hurry up and leave before somebody get hurt. Y'all ain't got no blicky on them. Like, real live, they ain't got nothing to protect them on them. But everybody else got the blickies because they from Houston.
Right.
So it would make perfectly good sense if Quavo would have kept his mouth shut in real life, just walked out of that kindly, because he still had to catch the ride back with Mike Prince.
Right. Right. That is crazy. And then that messy video, all that, it's just, it's,
Yeah, it's just sad. It's sad because Takeoff, he kind of got himself in a messed up position because of one reason. He trusted his cousin. He should have never trusted Quavo to protect him.
Yeah, his uncle.
Yeah.
I think his nephew, his uncle, yeah, because Takeoff is his nephew.
Yeah, he should have never did that. They tripping. Like
He
when
should
you
have never invited him. They should have never went, period. When you're dealing with people like that, look what happened to Duke the Jeweler.
yeah, and
Now,
people don't know that
man,
Boosie, I ain't gonna even speak of him. Like J. Prince Jr. was the main one who came through and told Boosie to instantly throw the party so he can meet Duke the Jeweler. Once he said that, Boosie was like, okay, he ain't had no acknowledgement of it. Next thing you know, J. Prince Jr. sent Lil Cam up there to instantly snatch the chain and everything. And then Boosie nephew, the 19-year-old, he ran right along with him.
that's just terrible. That is really terrible. They all just go.
Yeah, a lot of people really sit back and pay attention and they be like, you know what? I can't trust Boosie now. But at the end of the day, Boosie know what he did, and everybody know that J. Prince Jr. real live is the main one who came through and said like they need to be careful when they walking out these doors. Next thing you know, Duke the one walking out. Look, Cam go right out there instantly, take everything.
Took his paint, jacked him, and then shot him.
Yeah.
Right there in the parking lot.
Yeah, and it's coming from valuable sources that was right there when it happened.
Right. It's just not over. It's not over. It's gonna be some more shit.
Yeah, because you know that.
These people just need to grow up and get their shit together and stop doing what they doing. You know, just come on. It ain't gonna stop. It's never gonna stop.
A lot of people don't pay attention to what's really going on. When in all actual reality, you can open your eyes and see what's really going on, and you'll be able to understand.
Takeoff wasn't even bothering nobody. He was just in the cut minding his own business.
He was bothering Quavo though by just being there. You know how family members get into it with each other?
Right.
So you gotta really look at that.
And he was probably telling him, come on, let's go. You know?
Yeah, and Quavo wanted to stay there.
He didn't want to be there. Because he probably had that gut feeling something was going to happen. Because he's looking at the guy on the side of him, and he got a blinky. And then the other guy got one, and it's like, oh no, it's going to go down.
Yeah,
so
but the whole time he know that was him.
Feeling inside that something's going to happen, something's going to go down.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. And he didn't want to leave.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't really pay attention to what's really going on in all actual reality. Takeoff could have realized and spared.
Quavo don't even want to come forward for his nephew. He don't even want to talk.
He can't because J. Prince Jr., he going to make him check out. He already made him check in. He going to make Quavo check out, boy. Quavo don't want that.
What do you think?
Offset don't want to have no parts to do with that. Offset said he don't even go to Houston, so he don't need to check in.
Right.
Quavo go to Houston to get his jury, so he got to check in. Or Johnny Dang gonna call J. Prince Jr. and be like, yeah, you know Quavo coming, and then J. Prince Jr. gonna be waiting inside the jewelry store, and then J. Prince Jr. gonna be like,
what?
Yeah, J. Prince Jr.
Like that?
Yeah, and J. Prince Jr. and his goons, they'll be waiting inside, and they'll be like, you know what? Why you ain't tell us you was coming out here? Why you only told him? Next thing you know, it'll cause a confrontation in conjunction with like some type of brawl or a fight or something.
So Quavo always has to check in now because he's part of the mob ties now.
Yeah, he had to pay Mob Tab $40,000 cash.
What?
Yeah, he had to
He
pay.
got himself in some shit. He can't get it. He can't even get himself the fuck out.
Yeah, he got to pay his dues. He owed them.
His life is fucked.
Yeah, and Quavo gave them all that money, and they sit there and turned on him. Next thing you know, he still owed them. You feel me? You know how you realize he paid them, but he still owed them. Like you got to really look at what's going on, man, because J. Prince Jr. he could stop all the motion and traffic for Quavo. Quavo wouldn't be able to do a show in Houston without Lil Cam, somebody running on stage, snatching them off.
Right.
So you really got to understand what's really going on because it's a revolving door and people need to realize and open their eyes.
Right.
It's sad, but it is what it is because
it's sad. I feel, man.
We know what it is, man.
Take off, man. He didn't deserve that at all. I really liked him. He's the only one I liked it out there, Migos.
Yeah.
For me to be as old as I am, well, I'm not old. I'm 51, but I like them. I like the Takeoff. I think he was the best one out of the Migos.
Yeah, he was snapping.
That man can flow. Man, he's real good. And they, it's about jealousy and envy and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were so jealous of him because he was so good.
Yeah. And everybody know that for the simple fact the feds on them. The feds on them boys. And they know this is going on right now. And I know a lot of people sit back and look at it like, hold on, why they ain't say nothing to Quavo yet? They did, but Quavo ain't speak up.
He ain't gonna say nothing because it's his ass.
Yeah, he gonna.
It's his ass.
He don't want them boys to get on them, boy.
So Patrick and what is the other guy? Patrick and Little Cam is in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, they did that to themselves. They shouldn't have even did that, but they did.
Yeah, they kind of messed up.
Man. That's really messed up. That man got shot how many times? 2, 3 times?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted him dead.
Yeah, because if that wasn't the case, that wouldn't have never even happened like that at the end of the day.
But for him to get shot in the back of the head, he had to be close range to him.
Yeah, they said they was up close enough for the Chucky Doll dude with the Bushwick bill. They said dude ran up, blocked the cameraman off, and instantly Lil Cam started blowing. Once Lil Cam started blowing, Lil Cam ran up and grabbed Takeoff. Then Migo Band started blowing.
Did he turn him around? Did he grab him?
Nah, Migo Bands was trying to hit Lil Cam, but Lil Cam was behind Takeoff. That's how Takeoff got it.
That's how he got shot.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Man. Back in the days, we used to just squab, Hey, I beat you up, we beat each other up. That's it, and that's all. Go on about your day.
Yeah.
Now, they rolling with blinkies and everything now.
Yeah, they tripping.
There was a shooting right outside my house the other night.
Oh.
Guy got shot like 6 times. Pop, 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 pop. I could hear, and the guy was just, ah! And then he made it all the way to 10th and Redondo, and then that's when